Hey everybody, it's Lori with Scraps by Sissy. Surprise, surprise, happy Monday. I know I'm not usually here on Mondays, but with it being Christmas Eve on Thursday and being I missed last week's because I was swamped getting ready for my stamp club, I figured I would come in this week and stamp a little bit with you, and I'll show you a little bit about what we did during stamp club. I'll give it a minute or so, see if anybody signs on. Please be sure to let me know if you're here. I know this is going to be a really busy week, being that it's Christmas. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you a last minute gift card holder idea. This was one we did Friday night and Friday morning and Friday afternoon for our stamp club. My stamp club meets the third Friday of every month, and there are 3 different time slots to choose from. There's a 10:30, a 2:30, and a 6:30, and it helps those at work, and if you've got something going on, it gives them a chance to actually come and play with us. Hi Ruby, I see you're here. So this was one of the cards we made, and it's a gift card holder, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. And it's using the press on stamp set. It's in the holiday catalog, and it's going to be retiring. I thought it was just a fun little gift card holder. You can slip your little gift card in there because everybody loves to give the gift cards from their favorite coffee shop. And this is something that it doesn't even have to be Christmas. But I also wanted to use up some of my Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, and I think this was one of my favorite patterns on it. I'll show you the other 2 cards we made at Stamp Club. We made another gift card holder, and this is one that was definitely using up some of the extra paper. You open it up, and then this is your gift card holder right here. Isn't that cute? This is actually, I designed this one as a winter birthday gift card holder. And then because I was short on time last week, we went ahead and created the previous Facebook Live project. So you all saw this one, but they had fun playing with the new product and coloring with the blends. We don't always do that at Stamp Club because I typically have anywhere about 8 people in a class, and it takes time when everybody's coloring. So let me give you the measurements on this gift card holder with the stamp set, because we're not going to be using that. It's already in blocks. So the card base is done in crumb cake. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I scored it at 5 1/2. You have 2 pieces of early espresso. One on the front is 4 by 5 1/4. The one on the inside is 4 inches by 7 inches, and then it's scored at 4 1/4. You have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla. They're both 3 3/4 by 5. This top one is actually embossed with a subtle folder, and then this is 3 3/4 by 5, but it's not embossed. And then these 2 strips of Designer Series paper are 1 inch by 4 inches. So let's go ahead and get started. So since I woke up late this morning, I just grabbed one of the packs for one of my to-go people, so I'll have to cut them another one. But this way it's all ready to go, and all we really need to do is stamp. So here's our card base. We'll go ahead and glue this down on the front of it. Get out my stamp and seal. And I'm just going to glue that down. I hope you all had a good weekend, getting ready for the big day for those of us that celebrate Christmas. I tried to relax yesterday, but I'm not one that can just sit around. Big surprise, huh? Okay, so now we're going to stamp, and normally we don't stamp on a piece of cardstock that's already been embossed, but this was purely by accident that I found out that this works well on this particular embossing folder. Get this open. So because this embossing folder, we're going to go this side. Let's see if you can see it. You see how tight those ridges are? It makes it a little bit easier to stamp on And you don't really want to use a lot of pressure when you're stamping on an embossed piece. I'm just going to stamp right here in the corner, just like that. You do want to make sure you get the coverage there. And this is, the font is one that works well with this because it's not a bold font. So I think that's why it works so well. So now let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm just going to glue that right on top, make sure I'm going the right way. Being it's Monday, I could probably end up gluing it upside down. Nobody would be the wiser. So now we'll glue down this little piece of Designer Series paper. And I want it just above the sentiment. And now we're going to stamp the little coffee cup twice. See, I already have my, right here, my little circle. This circle is punched with 2 1/4 inch circle punch. And this one, I still have my retired 2 1/2 inch punch, so we use that in class. If you don't have the 2 1/2 inch circle punch, there is a layering circle die that will cut that for you. But with such a large class over the weekend, I didn't want to be die cutting that many circles, so I just hauled out my circle punch. So this guy's going to get stamped right in the middle, like that. And then we're going to stamp again on the Designer Series paper because we're going to cut the little, now we had a discussion on this at class. Some people call them cozy, some people call them the sleeve. I know there's probably a more technical term for this little piece, and if you know what it is, feel free to tell me. But we're going to cut this out and end up gluing it on our little coffee cup. And it's just real easy to snip those 4 lines. There we go. And give it a little bit of adhesive. Glue him on our coffee cup like that. Now we'll just glue this right down to the circle. And then we're going to pop this circle up with dimensionals. And I have some dimensionals right here. So is everybody ready for Christmas? I think I have one more thing of little gifts for all of my crew. And they're due in here today or tomorrow. And then I'm completely done, aside from all the cooking. So, oh, we want to add some rhinestones. Wouldn't be a Lori card without bling, right? You think you could do that fussy cutting? Yeah, that's pretty simple fussy cutting, isn't it? That's one of the easier ones. I'm not a fan of big fussy cutting. Oh, it looks like I got a little ink there. I prefer dies when you have a shape, but that's easy fussy cutting. Okay, so the outside of the card is done. Now for the inside, take our 4 inch by 5 1/4, or I'm sorry, 7. We're going to fold that piece up, and I'm going to take my 1 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to do a little snip here so that, make sure it's centered as much as I can. So you've got that little thumb hole so that they can get the gift card out. We're going to go ahead and glue this down to the inside. See, we're almost done. I like easy. I don't know about you. So we'll just lay this down, make sure it's centered. Just like that. Okay. We'll glue this guy on so he's done. Whoops. And because it's only an inch, it fits really nicely without having to worry about impeding on that thumb hole. There. Okay. So now our inside layer has the sentiment that says, "Hope your day is full of perks." Isn't that perfect for a coffee gift card? Okay. Oh, that's crooked. Turn it over. Try this again. Isn't it nice that your paper has 2 sides? All right. Now we'll lay this down like so. Now because it's a gift card holder, I'm going to use tear and tape on those edges. You could use the Stamp and Seal Plus, but I'm just going to use this. Oops, move that over a little bit. Just like that. And bring in another piece here. I hope I'm still in the shot. Tear that off. And here's my tool. Pick this up like so. I love this little tool. And then we'll glue him down like so. He is done. And we'll stamp our envelope. Clean up some of this mess here. Doesn't matter how big your desk is or small, or at least for me, I'm going to get it everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to stamp these little cups right on the back flap. And you could color all the cups. Good morning, Beth. You could color all the cups different colors if you wanted, but for a quick and easy card, we're just going to come through and just color that heart. And we are done. Isn't that quick and easy? The girls had a good time with this one on Friday. Okay, there we go. There's our cards and our envelopes, our gift card holders. See how cute that is? And then slip that little card right in here, and you're off and running. I thank you for stopping by on a Monday and spending a few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas week. I should be back on Thursday, New Year's Eve. I think that's pretty much a regular day around here. And I got to do my blog post for this. I was so far behind I didn't even get that done over the weekend. So I have to do that this morning, and then I'll link everything back to this post. Have a great week and Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.